Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shaun of the Dead. As you can see, I have some things over here. This episode today is on health and hydration. It's two things that are very, very important in a zombie apocalypse. I want you to understand how important these things are for health and hydration. You always got to be hydrated. What's the rule of threes? I'm sure you know. I said them on my other video, Zombie Survival Essentials. You know, what is it? You know, I mean, obviously you have to be in atmosphere. You can't last more than like 3 seconds or whatever, like, you know, without atmosphere or whatever. But then you have like, 3 minutes without air, then you have like, what is it, 3 days without water. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 3 hours without shelter. So three minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, three days without water. So it's the kind of whole rule 3 thing. So that's the important thing is hydration. So we'll go ahead and start with some hydration, then we'll move into health. As you can see here, I've opened up one of my hydration toys. I'm pretty proud of this little find. It was only $30, extremely cheap. It's on Amazon.com, that's where I picked it up at. This is the portion you put in there. It's got a little screen filter here. And then it's got, of course, the water purification portion there. You put this into your canteen or whatever it is you're using, and you just sit there and use the pump. This isn't the most awesomely designed thing in the world. I mean, it's awesomely designed, don't get me wrong, but it's not the most durably designed thing in the world. This is not durable. This is not something that once you use your 500 gallons, which is this 500 gallons of purified water right here. So I can go out to a pond, drop that in there, and I can just start pumping out clean, fresh water. Okay, so that's pretty important to me. I need water. So 500 gallons, that's a lot of freaking water. So this was $30. I've seen more expensive versions of them that were bigger, heavier, more clunky, that only did like 200 gallons or so of water, and then they sold backup filters for them, so you can replace the filter. And those filters are like $48, and they only do 200 gallons of water. So, do I want to spend 70-some bucks and then $48 for refills, or do I want to spend $30 and get 500 gallons of water? So I'm getting, 1.5 times extra as far as water is concerned, and this is 1 microbe smaller than the other filtration devices. So this is a 0.1 smaller than the other device. So I was like, wow, this has smaller filtration for you, so it blocks more microbes, and it's cheaper. Yes, it is disposable, because once you're done with this one, it is done, but it does more water, and I'm not throwing away a bunch of extra filters. I throw away 1 piece. And if you're thrifty, you can take these other pieces off and, scavenge them for trach tubes, nose tubes, kind of like this one or whatever. Who knows what you can use these for? Tie off for somebody for whatever. So you have different options with that. Of course, we've already talked about water purification tabs, and of course boiling is always awesome. I always think you should boil. I have matches in here. This is my canteen cup. I have this. This all goes inside this. I have a couple of canteens. I happen to like military canteens because usually with most of the water purification tabs, it's 1 or 2 tabs per quart, and these are usually a quart in size. So you can just sit there and utilize these all you want, and bust these on out. And I use these around the house. Like I'll, fill these up with water or whatever, and I'll leave one sit beside my bed or whatever. I wake up and I'm like, man, I'm thirsty. I just kind of reach over, have me a drink, screw this back down. I go right back to bed. Once I screw this down, I can just, I'm out. It is durable. It's not like I'm going to step on a water ball in the middle of the night. And it goes crunch, crunch, crunch. I mean, this is good stuff. I like these. Now, the life straw. Let's get into that. These are like $20. I have like another straw. If you watch my EDC video, it has that. That's like a $10 straw. This has this little bitty rope. You can put it around your neck, drop it down your shirt, so you can actually have this down your shirt. Underneath it, close to your skin, keeping track of it. You pop off this top here, that's your mouth portion of it. Then you have your bottom portion here, which has a filtration screen, and then it goes through the whole filtration system. Whenever they demonstrated this at the gun show, they had a fishbowl that was full of like dirt and grass and crap, and it was all like murky and whatnot. And they take a regular glass and they go, check this out, and they go, slurp, 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 spit clear water, slurp, 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 spit clear water. Within about 4 or 5 drinks, they've got about this much clean water in a glass from this murky mess, right? So, and they said when you're done, you blow on it and you blow all that water out. And at first, it starts to get, it's really dark, and as they blow, some of the filtration stuff that's here is the water gets cleaner and cleaner and cleaner as you blow through it on the way out. So you kind of end up using a more clean water to kind of rinse the rest of it out as you blow it out. And then you can just kind of let it sit, drip dry for a bit, click it all back together, stick in your thing, and go on about your business. Now, say that you're using canteens, water tabs. It's always good to have a life straw on hand, because if you find a puddle or a pond or something, you can put a bandana, shamag, grab something like this, put it over the end of it. Then you fill this up with water, put your tabs in there, you do all your whole little jazz with that. Well, now you gotta wait for 30 minutes or so. You're thirsty. You pull this out, pop the top, you kick the bottom out, you stick it in there. You have yourself a nice little drink. So you can sit there and drink while you're waiting for this to clear up. Well, then you can go ahead and prep both your canteens at that site and let them sit there full time, and that's all good. And you can just sit there and drink away. Anytime you're thirsty, just drink away. And you just keep on going. And I can't remember how many gallons this one's good for. I just opened it tonight so I could show you guys in the video. Here's the package. Let's see here. There's the paperwork. It is, I've got to find the English portion of this now, because, well, I don't speak any of these other languages, nor do I read any of these other languages. Wow, this is awesome. I think, let's see. Okay, here we go. I found English. Great. This does 1,000 liters of water. So that's pretty good. That's quite a bit. Over its lifetime, you can drink directly from an open body of water, like rivers, lakes, or a container, like a bottle or a glass that you can just scoop in there when you're in a camping area. You can just dip it in. So if you have a cup, you can just stick a cup in there and just stick this in the cup and drink it. You don't have to stick your face in the puddle and be unaware. You can fill up your canteen if you have to, or like what I'm getting ready to show you. This is awesome. I found this on Amazon also. Huge Amazon shopping fan. I can't help myself. This is a 3-gallon bucket. So you just dump this in, dunk it out. You've got 3 gallons of drinking water in here, right? Well, if you don't have one of these that filtrate it and the pump it straight from the source into here and make sure this is all clean water that you can throw your shamag over the top of and carry it back to camp. Or you can dump this in, keep your shamag over to keep the crap out of it, or just grab it, whatever, fill up your canteens. Then you can take your life straw and just sit and drink away. You have water at that point. So this is a cool little find. It's nice and packed. It holds 3 gallons of water. I thought that was pretty neat. So that's the hydration portion. Now what do you say we get into the health portion of it? All right. This is my first aid kit. I have a snake bite kit, antibacterial, I have rubber gloves, suture kit with scalpel. Pardon me. This has iodine and also a little scalpel blade in it, so you can clean off the area, cut it, and it's a little squeeze suction device inside of it here. You would squeeze this down, and you put this over the wound and suck out the venom. And of course, in here I have multiple things of alcohol. I have suture needles. I have, you know, clean wipes, just regular hand sanitizer wipes. Now, look, a lot of people say the rule of thumb is do not carry any piece of first aid kit that you cannot use yourself. I have one caveat to that. You must carry, it is your responsibility to carry the best first aid and the highest, I guess you call it rating or ability of first aid kit that the person that's in your group can use. Not that you can use, but the person that's in your group that has the highest level of medical knowledge, you carry up to their level. Not your level, but their level, the highest level in the group. If you get hurt with whatever reason, you break a bone, you cut yourself open, whatever, they can come and patch you up. They can use your stuff, patch you up, and if everyone's carrying gear, they're not wasting theirs. They can use that for somebody that's in the infirmary. Let's go ahead and go into hygiene. I picked up these little things. These are awesome little guys. I skipped morning toothbrush one day, used one of these. It didn't feel quite like my normal toothbrush, but it has a little toothpick on the bottom. There's a little dot in there of toothpaste. It's like a little gel cap, and it dissolves as your saliva dissolves it. I brushed my teeth and my tongue and all that, and I felt fine afterwards. It wasn't like my real kit. So my bug out bag kit, I used this, which actually has a toothbrush, toothpaste, of course, children's chew, vitamins. It's got dental floss and all that in there. Well, if I'm just going on a camping trip, I don't take this. That's part of my bug out gear. I would take this on both versions. I have eye drops, I have gauze, tape, Q-tips, body wash, medicated powder, rubbing alcohol, and unlubricated condoms. So if I cut myself open and I suture myself up, clean everything up, suture myself up, I can take a non-lubricated condom, roll it over my arm, cut the tip of it off, take some of this tape around the sides, put my sleeves back down. I'm out there killing zombies. Zombies' blood get all over my arms. Well, that open wound that's just held shut by stitches, you know, maybe some Band-Aids over the top or some gauze to kind of hold it in. Well, that's only going to hold so much. Now, all that blood's going to still get into that wound, and it can get infected, or you can turn into a zombie. So you put that over the top of it, you tape off the ends of it. Now you have a layer of latex over the top of your wound to keep you out of the way from that. Watch When Woman Wild, Michael Hawk uses a condom, and he puts it into one of his socks. A sock, fills up the condom with water, and then puts it in his sock to keep it strong and safe from popping, and they carry around extra water that way. Also, I happen to have Everclear inside this. Not only is it used for antiseptic, you know, it's also used to help start fires. I try to carry things that I can do multi-things with, because your bug-out bag, the real estate in your bug-out bag, the space that you take, it's more precious than any real estate in New York or California combined, because it's precious weight, and you have to try to drop ounces off of it and carry everything that's as useful as possible. So this does two jobs that I just told you. There's a third job, obviously. What Everclear is made for is to take a shot, right? Well, you know, you might need to steady somebody's nerves or something. You can use this as mouthwash. You take a little bit of that, swish it around your mouth. If you're out camping and you run out of your brushes, you know, if you run out of your toothpaste or whatever, you know, if you happen to have your toothbrush, get your toothbrush with a little alcohol in there. At least you can start killing some germs. It's not the same as toothpaste, but at least you can use it for a little bit of something extra. So you use alcohol for your mouth, helps clean some of your wounds out. You know, it's not poisonous. It might taste a little rough. It might make you go, ooh, but hey, whatever. It's antiseptic, and it's also a fire starting device. So that's multiple uses for Everclear. You know, you can carry Everclear in a flask like this. I use this one here particularly because it's, for one, it's small. I can also stick waterproof matches down in there, and kindling or whatever other kind of quick fires type stuff I want.
Thanks again for watching my video on health and hydration. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please comment, share, a like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Real quick, also, just make sure you always stay on topic. Please comment. Tell me what you have in your hydration pack, in your health kit. I'd love to know about what you got going on also. Again, Shaun of the Dead here. Don't forget to go down below and click subscribe. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night.